pretty great lane harasser with the love waves, and don't forget about it, it also heals allies should they also go through them. And don't forget, she has her own personal route. Puppets on the string. Let me tell you something. We saw a couple of games as well, honestly, so really made them dance for themselves.
Yep, and I think at this point of time, I think Qualifier just want to they want to have access to that Uranus, and they don't want that counter pick of the Angela because it causes way too many problems. So I personally think TODAK, instead of the Kufa ban, probably should have gone for a Uranus ban and then followed up by the Ling.
The thing is, maybe they just want to go for the Uranus pick here because let's be honest,
they are on red side. That's fair.
Yeah, they are on red side, so literally they have the opportunity to get locked down 2 heroes. But looking at the side of Team Qualifier, are they willing to give up that Uranus or not? That's the real question.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough call here because I feel like no matter what, like if Qualifier have access to it, unless they've got a better pick in mind, like they usually will go for the standard Uranus first pick if they given the opportunity.
You know, I'm actually surprised that actually Team Qualifier could have banned out the Kaja because like it's not very, like you said, not very common among the Malaysian team to actually go for the Kaja picks here.
I mean, you know, the Kaja pick was also in consideration that like TODAK will ban out the Ling. But now that Qualifier does have access to it, do they go for the Uranus or do they go for the Ling? No, they go for the even safer hyper carry pick. They go for the Claude, the man himself. TODAK, what is their reply?
They really need to get that jaw hit or at least some kind of great initiative that actually really poke into the fight here because that Claude is going to be the main hyper carry here. They really need to find a way to really get towards that backline, especially since they really got rid of the Kufa.
I would say it's tough because you want to have draw ahead. Okay, this is a pretty okay start as well. Starting off with the Esmeralda, just to like, oh, you Blazing Duet, I'm just gonna give me that shield. And the same goes for Alice, who can really change the course of a fight with just a single Fatal Links. Like perfect match into Fatal Links, maybe Flicker as well, just to catch more people off.
Correct.
Oof, some really nasty combos.
And also, even if he doesn't catch, he still will able to force out spells, hero spells, or even force out skills that might actually prove beneficial for Team TODAK should they choose to continue down the trace or their aggressiveness.
Interesting. It looks like Qualifier is willing to play the potential Uranus into Esmeralda matchup, which is slightly Esmeralda favored as the game goes by. So my guess is that Qualifier are going to be a little bit more want to have supports that counter TODAK so they can play a little bit more aggressively and alleviate that pressure.
Okay, now the real question is this: will Team TODAK actually go for the box pick here? They have been going box many times already.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad though. Like Boxy in this situation, not too bad. At least he can go into the Uranus lane if he goes. But instead, they're going to go with the Farsa. It looks like they have a very nice siege lineup coming in from TODAK, and I guess that's why they wanted to ban out the Kufra, just so that they have that safety of Esmeralda jumping into fights while Farsa doesn't have to worry about a long range engage.
Remember, Farsa is also a very positionally dependent hero as well. So I'm really curious like, who this time is going to be playing the Farsa, who's going to be really great in that position.
Probably Moon, you know?
Probably Moon, right?
Yeah, like who else is good? I'm expecting Chiku to actually go on a hyper carry of some sort. Maybe the Esmeralda. It could be fair that Moon could play the Esmeralda as well, but we're just going to have to wait and see.
Anyway, first man is going to be the Cho.
Alright, okay.
Very curious, very curious.
Cho isn't too bad of a pick because they are, I mean, TODAK is on red side, so they will be able to pick up, like, if they wanted to, they've got a lot of options on the table for them. So it really depends on what they want to counter Qualifier with. I wouldn't mind the Jawhead, honestly.
The Jawhead will be really good to get towards the backline, especially if he's able to get that endless battle. Someone is going to die for sure.
Yeah, even the Lori will be put at significant danger because of the Jawhead here. I don't know, it's looking pretty good, but what other options do TODAK have in mind?
Popo and Koopa are still into the mix as well.
Oh yeah, that's true. Popo and Koopa.
But Bruno is great too. Early game.
Huh.
I mean, you got that early game versatility as well. Sorry, flexibility, not versatility.
I suppose, but then what is their last pick going to be? Does that mean that Esmeralda is... I mean, what's annoying about TODAK's lineup right now is very difficult to figure out who is going where, because right now, where is Esmeralda going to go? She's being flex picked, and that's kind of going to put a little bit of a detriment in Qualifier's draft.
I was not a big fan of Team TODAK actually picking the Bruno first. Actually, if they want to pick Bruno, they could pick it later.
Yeah.
I actually would have preferred they actually go for the Jawhead. Because now look at the entire line. They're going to run them down. Once, let me tell you something, it doesn't matter who starts the fight. The minute there's a glorious pathway, someone is going to die. And movement speed, based on top of Unstoppable Force, that Jawhead is going to be the Flash of MLBB. This guy's going to be so fast.
He's going to be running way too fast.
Yeah, man. Literally, I can hear the meme coming in my ears. Like, I gotta go fast.
Oh boy. Well, TODAK here, they have to make a decision. What are they going to go for? It looks like they're thinking about whether or not to bring. Oh, Gushin.
Not bad, not bad as well. Let's be honest, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be honest. Whether you have Purifier or not, as long as you're in the range of that Gushin, you are going to die.
Yeah, nothing really beats that sword spike. Purify ain't gonna save you from that. But we can already see that a lot of members from Qualifier are taking Purify mainly because Atlas is a thing. So they have to definitely respect that here. TODAK have a very standard lineup, I would say, compared to most that we've seen. Qualifier, on the other hand, I think this is a pretty 50-50 draft from both sides. Like, pretty good drafting from both teams. Good adaptations.
Yeah, but still, anyway, of course, Team TODAK really needs to bring their A game in this last game, or potentially maybe a counter game for them as well, because this is, like I said, and what we said as well, possibly last game.
Yeah, possibly the last game. Okay, so based off of these compositions, right? How do you predict this matchup to actually shape up during early, mid, and late phases?
Oh, it's going to be very difficult because literally, if you see both sides, both teams is definitely going to be trying to play very quite defensive in the early game because each of them really want to get that level 4. Atlas without level 4, very, not to say you can't play him, it's just more like, it's
really
weird.
unfun. Yeah.
Very fun. Very weird. Like the thing is, it's like there's always you need because you don't really have a strong initiator except that perfect match coming out from the Atlas. But that's that's pretty much it. He dives in, and that's pretty much why he has the fatal link as well. Can you imagine he just dives in and just nothing to fall back to? He just gets shredded there.
That's true. That's true. But you can see TODAK because of their early game, pressure at level 1 itself. You can see that Aura don't really want to exert too much pressure into the mid lane. They just want to make sure they keep their life totals heavy. Okay, what? Talk about life totals.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh my god.
Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna be a game.
No, this is very unique. But I'm very curious about the bottom lane, though. Like, I mean, sure, top side definitely is hands down. Esmeralda is definitely going to be having the upper hand because we all know Esmeralda punishes Uranus.
For sure.
But the bottom lane is going to be the most interesting because the Gushin and the Jawhead.
I mean, if bottom lane is uncontested from both sides, Gushin naturally should be able to win the matchup once he gets his first item.
Oh, my.
But it's still going to be a tough matchup here, and I would say that, like, out of all the matchups, I would say that Qualifier might want to put all their resources down on bot side because Jawhead can set up fights so much better in comparison to the Uranus.
And correct, and also you're able to apply not just allowing the Jawhead to actually to scale, you're also able to deny actually a little bit as well because you really do want that Gushin to scale because the minute he starts flying off the shelf. Trust me, he is never going to stop.
Yep. And Anip has no way that nobody can give him a shield, nobody can give him a shield as well. He's very much on his own here, hoping that his team will peel for him.
Dude, so just getting punished really hard. And Chico just constantly just going back and forth. He doesn't really care.
Yeah, and I think TODAK, they want to play towards more towards topside because Chico is getting that lead, as well. You can already see that Anip is hovering around that side of the map as well. So maybe something might happen here. Aura rotating towards the mid side, hopefully to look for that catch. They get the ejector. Onto Atlas, E1 goes down.
Dude, that is absolutely insane because like we know Helios has the ability also to actually stun you for a little bit, a couple of seconds, and that's pretty much it. He's so fast. Once he catches you, that's just pretty much it. You get stunned, you get stopped there, ejector pulls you, throws you even further back.
Yeah.
No escape, like no matter what you want to do.
Most people are sweating the moment they see the animation for the Unstoppable Force. It's like, oh, please God, don't be me.
especially the ejector too, like very unique. Very unique. It's like his hands like flopping out like some chicken, right? It's like, ooh, coming in, boy.
He wants to come in hot and fast for the side of Qualifier, but TODAK Chico is doing really good in his lane. However, we're not seeing too many moves coming in from Qualifier despite their 2k goal lead.
Oh my god, look at the mini-man as well. Huge games are going to be coming from the side here. Turns out 4-man gang. Perfect man is going to be logging down a little bit. He might be throwing the ejector all the way to the back, sadly not into the tower. But a lot of them actually down low.
Good response. Honestly, very good response. And you can see that Qualifier was very late to the party. E1 is probably going to be going down here. Yeah, so they trade 1-for-1 at the end of the day. But however, E1 in comparison to Zed, I would say it's a pretty fair trade here. It allows Gushin to breathe a little bit more. But trust, ooh, Chiku is making sure he is not going to get into the lane. Chiku is in full control over this top side.
Yeah, but definitely for sure, Chiku has to keep applying as much pressure as possible because once the consecration just keeps popping up, he can actually stay in and sustain that lane a little bit way longer compared to Chiku. Remember, Chiku's only getting shields, not getting HP.
Yeah, and he could easily jump in whenever he wants to.
Barca!
Now, oh, no, Moon wants to set this up.
Oh,
and he wants to
and-
give this kill over to Chiku, and yes, the falling star. Moon is going to instantly pop that to Tabrusla again, Uranus.
Yeah, but really cool that the fact that he actually managed to dodge that energy impact coming out for the far side. That literally keeps him alive a little bit longer. But I mean, Phoenix going to be committing that glorious path for show, for strike points, you know?
Just to assert dominance is like, hey, I'm willing to press this button whenever you walk up. Just saying.
Hey, no! You must say the line. It ain't about the gangs. It's about showing a message.
And here's their message back already to Aura from Aurafire, making sure a nip bites the dust.
That's actually a really big pick out. So that's going to be slowing down their main core marksman here a little bit here by a level. Because Vance is still going down to town. 2 levels ahead, by the way, my ad.
It's not looking good.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, sure, you know, sword stack, Gusha is really scary.
Yeah.
But not when you're surrounded by so much CC, just saying.
I mean, that's tough because X-Ray died at such an awkward time because he could have used the execute on top of pulling the blades back, and that might have been able to secure the kill, but he needed to wait for the blades to actually deal the damage before he uses the execute to guarantee the kill. So that was just awkward timing, really awkward timing coming in there. But there's nothing much they can really do here as TODAK trying to maintain going even against Aurafire. They need to be more proactive on the map.
Actually, if you ask me, I think Trust is actually doing quite a good job towards the top lane. Even though, sure, getting punished a lot by Chico a lot because it's an Esmeralda. By the way, coming to the mix here, we see Phoenix jumping into the mix here with the Hell. There's no glorious pathway just yet to actually follow up. But even if they did have it, it's a little bit too risky to actually commit.
Yeah, and you can see Trust, he's been holding off for 5 full minutes here, and now, finally, the team decides to give him the resources he needs and the space required, but he still loses that top lane turret.
Dude, I just love it. Like, a lot of people assume, like, Loe's ultimate, like, the diversion is actually mostly used to actually get away from the fight. But the thing is, the great utilization, oh my god, the set!
The outplay!
Oh my lord, like, you guys, come on, like, don't underestimate the unstoppable force. You don't call it the unstoppable force for nothing. There's even a movie called The Unstoppable for a reason. Even coming from the bot lane side towards the turtle. Glorious Path are going to be used on the side here of Phoenix. Still coming to town here. Here comes Trust. You definitely can have your trust and faith in this young man as he slowly pushes the next here. E1 gets a little bit down low and will secure it with the Ionic Edge here.
Unfortunately, the perfect match was still on cooldown. He couldn't do much about it. Ooh, X-Ray trying to look smooth, a little smooth there onto Zed, but he has learned his lesson. And man, honestly, I was expecting X-Ray to one-shot Zed there, but the fact that Zed survived with just like a sliver of HP, God, that must be so frustrating for a Russian player.
He's going with the ejector. So cute, guys. If you saw it, like tiny little guy running with the rocket boosters, so cute.
So cute. He's doing so good.
Kawaii, you know, that kind of situation. But I mean, let's be honest, he ain't gonna be so cute once he gets that endless battles. People.
Real talk though.
Yeah,
Who is the most kawaii hero in Mobile Legends? Like, this is I am being dead serious here.
Oh my god, by the way, Tassad definitely not cute there.
Ooh.
But a little bit, I feel it's a little bit too much overcommitting here because right now you commit the Fatal Links and now you don't really have it for this fight. Now coming Helios with the Glorious Pathway, even more commitment is going to be used. E1, no choice, had to use the Flicker because he doesn't really have his Fatal Links, have no choice but to back off.
Honestly, I think no matter what, as long as TODAK is making a play and not getting punished for it, getting these small pickoffs, even though they're losing objectives, is so worth it. Oh no, that Blazing Duet is so huge as well. But Farsa trying to deter the enemy. Team Aura here, Chico finally in the midst. He's getting mixed up with a lot of people he doesn't want to be a part of. He quickly flickers out of that situation. And I guess the kawaii factor comes up here. Esmeralda, pretty kawaii, and that's why she deserves to live.
Oh no, Phoenix, no mana at all. Has HP for days, but definitely will be able to get out in this kind of situation.
This is going to be... Honestly, if TODAK keeps up this kind of pressure, they've kind of alleviated the gold differential here. So it's just, you know, Jawhead, you're the most kawaii. Oh, wait, Trust. Oh, he has a sword spike. Nicely done.
Oh my god, dude. Like, I have these feelings that Tassad and Trust just love dancing on that tightrope, man, with that Uranus.
Yeah, but the timing of that flicker is very important. He dodged a lot of damage while X-Ray consumed his sword spike, so there was literally no way or form for him to get out of there. But Chiku, this is an impossible matchup.
Dude, shields on shield, constantly going to be popping. So E1 try to fall back with the perfect match, but sadly the double kill will fall towards the side here of Team Aurafire.
Oh boy, E1's getting caught out a little too much here. Chiku is getting really, really big, and the longer this game goes, the better it is going to be for TODAK here, and it's about who is going to be able to kill the hyper carries first, because right now, Van's trying his very best. Oh, Chiku getting launched in backwards. Can he actually survive? Yes, he can. He's trying his very best here, as long as he's auto-attacking. The Starboard Shield wasn't enough to keep him alive there. Aura get a huge pick, and they also get a free turret, and they're going to get one more tier 2.
I feel like there was maybe like, not to say a really misplay here. I think it's just a really bad decision because like he initiated with the Falling Star, but that's pretty much his ultimate. Jumps right into the mix of Jaw here. Jaw is like, hey man, my team's here. I'm just throwing you back.
Honestly, when you're packing like when you're packing 8 inches worth of energy, like I can definitely see why he went for it, but it's just too much. Like
too much.
Literally 3 inches above average. Just calm down. Don't worry about it.
Dude.
E1 getting caught out way too often.
Yeah, way too often. And the best part about it is that they're really committed to it. Like Aura Fire, the minute they have a chance to punish E1, they actually will try to go for it. Trust, try to get out of that situation with the Transcendent Wall. Will be able to survive it as well.
I'm pretty sure that Trust has already built the Athena shield at this point in time, and that's why X-Ray really isn't doing as much damage as you would have expected. But again, they can't really do too much. They're losing all their outer turrets.
All right, now this is the part where it gets really interesting, right? Now they have right now they're currently waiting for the next mini wave, but I'm pretty sure by the time the mini wave actually does push in, Trust should be able to have the consecration. They will be able to actually commit into this fight. And Tassel, let's be honest, he's able to just run in and just throw someone out.
That is true. Glorious Pathway going to force a fight onto E1 here, getting a perfect Fatal Links onto Tazet here, but that's not going to be enough. Jiku already taking a Falling Star Moon. That ultimate ain't going to hit on anybody as the rest of the team slowly peels back, and we still have all the members of Aura Fire. But without the tank of E1, there is no playmaking capability. They're getting zoned and chunked here. Thankfully, TODAK, the moment E1 went down, okay, priority change, get rid of the waves.
Yeah, anyway, still coming in with the Falling Star Moon. Is there one scared? Chico trying to hold out as much as possible. Quite confident with his HP and damage, but on the other side, Gushen, finally, X-Ray was able to shred down that Jawhead who was actually trying to split push along towards that top side. But the thing is, it's not really a huge loss to me, because if you ask me, all 3 lanes was being pressured really hard, and like Team TODAK had to make a decision on which lane they really want to prioritize.
It's tough, but you know what? At least X-Ray was able, he had the Calamity Reaper, and now he has the Holy Crystal. He might have the capability of at least chunking out Vance to at least 1/3 of his HP. He just needs a little bit more chip damage from another source.
One ultimate, that's pretty much it. E1 just need to land the best fail lanes in this one round if they really want to try to tip the scales back into his favor here.
Yeah, and you can already see, he was hovering over ultimates. Like, do I need to rotate real quick here? Do I need to be in position? You can see TODAK, they want to punish people who are isolated. However, the win condition for Aura Fire is solely based on this Lord, so they will divert the attention of TODAK here. And TODAK, if they lose Lord, they have to be able to kill this Uranus.
No, but that's the beauty about Trust, right? The reason why he's not really leaving that lane and all, because he really wants to give that pressure, that the fact like, hey, you want to fight for Lord? I'll push your lane. Your bottom tower not quite low, mid tower also quite low, top tower also quite low. By the way, low, you're going to be following up with a beautiful mega kill on X-Ray. That's going to be pretty much it, and now it's going to be down to a 4v5. Although X-Ray is going to be popping out from respawn time in 26 seconds, but will it be out in time before the Lord hit that mid tower?
Yeah, honestly, just a great Lori ultimate in general, just to kind of close up the space and puts Aura in a very advantageous position. Battlemere Image going to pull him back, but now the full fight comes in. Chico trying to clear the wave as soon as possible. He's trying to get him shields, but it's not developing enough. A great Fatal Links here. They pick up the Jawhead. However, Lori is able to pick up onto Chico as well. X-Ray is going to come up from the base. Will he be able to one-shot it? Unfortunately, no. Lord is still alive, and they cannot clear it off. The Crystal goes down. Aura Fire come out of this group 2-0 against TODAK themselves.
Dude, really well played coming out from Team Aura Fire. And also at the same time, congratulations.